Hi everyone, welcome back. If you've seen some of my previous tutorials, you'll know that I've shared a few mini crochet items, like flowers and hearts. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this adorable little leaf to complete the mini collection. Because it is quite tiny, it is a little bit fiddly, but once you get the hang of it, it works out quite quickly. So grab your yarn and let's get started. I'm using crochet cotton, and it's a double knit crochet cotton, so it is quite thick, and I am using a 3.5mm hook. You'll also need some small scissors and a darning needle to weave in your ends at the end. I'm starting with a slip knot to join my cotton to my hook, and then I'm going to tighten that, and then I'm going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is our foundation chain of 7. It will form the center of our leaf. We'll first crochet along the one side, and then we will work back along the other side to form the other half. So we're starting here at the base of the leaf, or the rounded part at the bottom of the leaf. You're going to insert your hook into that first back bump from the first chain, and you're going to make a slip stitch. We're then going to chain 1, just to give us a little bit of height. And then we're going to make a half double crochet into the same stitch that we slip stitched into. So back into that same stitch, and then make a half double crochet. And into that same stitch again, you're going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook in that same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, and yarn over, pull through the 2 stitches. Now we're going to work into the next back bump of our chain. So find that next back bump, yarn over, we're going to do a double crochet. It's over there, next one along, insert your hook, and then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then we're going to do another double crochet, but into the next back bump, next stitch. Right, and then we're going to do into the next back bump, we're going to do a half double crochet. So pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 for the half double crochet. Into the next stitch, a single crochet. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both, and then into the next stitch, another single crochet. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. So you've reached the end of the row, and it gets a bit fiddly now. You want to insert your hook into that last chain and make a slip stitch by pulling your yarn through both loops on the hook. Now we have completed half our leaf, and we're going to be working up the other side of that chain to create the other half. I'm just doing a freeze frame here so you can see the half of the leaf. So we're going to work down the other side of this chain. We're just going to tuck our tail end behind so that it's out of our way. The first stitch into the first chain, you're going to make a slip stitch. Insert your hook, and then just, let me just tuck this end behind there. So pull up pull the working yarn through both stitches on your hook to create a slip stitch. So this is the narrow end of the leaf, or the tip of the leaf. Our next stitch is going to be a single crochet. So insert your hook into the chain, and then drop a loop and yarn over, pull through both loops on your hook to create a single crochet. And then in the next stitch, we're going to do another single crochet. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and then pull through both loops on your hook. Then we're going to make a half double crochet in the next chain. So it's yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Into the next stitch, it's a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then another double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, We've reached where we need to finish off the rounded section of our leaf, and we're going to be working into that same stitch where we began. So it's into that hole, we're going to work a double crochet, and then into that same stitch a half double crochet. Sorry, I keep going off screen, drifting off screen here. Then we're going to chain one and then slip stitch to complete the leaf into that chain one that we made at the beginning of our leaf. So if you can just find that chain and then slip stitch by inserting your hook and pulling through your yarn to complete your leaf. You could finish off your leaf like this if you want to. I would like to create a little stem, so I'm just going to chain 3 from here, and then I'm going to slip stitch back along to enforce it a little bit. So yeah, this is how you finish it off. You can chain 3, 1 and 2 and 3, and then just to reinforce that and make it a little bit thicker, you can slip stitch into the back of that chain, into those back bumps. Just slip stitch along to reinforce it or make it a little bit thicker, and then you can weave in, tie it off and weave in your ends. This is just optional, but I thought it was quite nice to add a bit of interest to the leaf. So now I'll just pull through my yarn once I've snipped it, and then tie it off, and then weave in my end with my darning needle. If you want a bigger leaf, you can use thicker yarn, that will create a bigger leaf, or thinner yarn for a smaller leaf. So I'm just going to weave in my end here, and I just literally go up through the middle of the leaf, making sure that the yarn doesn't show, and then just pull it through gently, tug slightly on the little stem there, and once you've pulled it through carefully and straightened it all out, you can then snip off your end, and then you can weave in your other side and your leaf is done. As you can see, this little leaf is the perfect finishing touch to our mini crochet flowers. I'll put a link to that tutorial in the description below if you'd like to make a matching set. There's so many ways to use these tiny leaves and flowers on appliques, gift wrapping, cards, bunting, bookmarks, or anything that really needs just a little handmade touch. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd enjoyed this tutorial, I'd love it if you subscribed for more easy projects.